Hello, friends. Hello, friends. So wanted to share a little more programming fun with you today. We're going to be working in Daniel Liang's Introduction to Java Programming. We're in Chapter 9, continuing our discussion on Introduction to Open Object-Oriented Programming. And today we're going to be working through a problem on sharing the date class. So I'll go ahead and share my screen with you so you can see what it is that I'm looking at. The problem we're going to work through today is this problem right here. So let's go ahead and get that copied. And I've got Eclipse already started. So pop over here. I'm going to make a new exercise folder for this. So the first thing I'll do is make a new package in case we have multiple objects or anything like that. I'm going to call this Chapter 9 Exercise 03. All right. Now we'll go ahead and we'll make a new class. And again, I'm going to call this Chapter 9 Exercise 03. I do recommend having more creative class names and package names and things like that. But the real reason I'm doing this is because it is a book assignment, and so that's why I'm going to give it that name. That's how I know what I'm looking for, is I know which problem people are working on. All right, so let's make sure that it runs. It does. So now I'll go ahead and add in a comment so that we have what we need there, and then get this here. There we go. And one more mark. That takes care of that. Now let's, whenever I'm going out and doing new fun stuff, I always like to make sure that I've got it where I know where the program stops. So let's go ahead and run that, make sure everything's okay. So what the program says is write a program that creates a date object and sets its elapsed time to 10,000, 100,000, a million, 10 million, 100 million, and a billion, 10 billion, and 100 billion, and displays the date and the time using the toString method respectively. Okay, so this comes out of section 9.6. So let's go back to section 9.6 right quick and see if they have anything useful in there that can kind of help us get started with this, right? Because it's always nice to have the book to go back and lean on. 9.10, let's see, 9.7, and 9.7 was static variables, and 9.6 says using classes from the Java library, the date class. And so in listing 2.7, show current time, you learned how to obtain the current time. Cool. It says you can use a no argument constructor in the date class to create an instance of an argument get time. Okay, so it's got a couple little examples here right quick. So let's just grab this. And let's see if we can get this running right quick. So we'll go ahead and save it. And it says elapsed time since January 1st, 1970. So it's Thursday, March 26th, 2020, and it is about 12:30 in the afternoon. Okay. But the question is asking, create a date object and sets its elapsed time to, okay. So you can date elapsed time long constructs a date object from a given time in milliseconds. So elapsed time, see, so date, and so we'll just, it looks like we can hop in right here and the Java util date equals new. So I think this is where we can add in this part. All right. So and then let's modify this just a little bit. Long hour time equals, let's just start out with 10,000. And then we'll pass it in. Okay. So it's not happy about something. Okay. Let's go ahead and run this right quick. So is 10,000, the elapsed time since is 10,000 milliseconds. So, okay. All right. So now we can probably do this. So we probably don't need this print statement here anymore. Control A, Control I. So this print statement is no longer effective for us. I mean, it was good for debugging. Well, you know what? We can make this work. Let's change the format of this. Let's just make it like this. And that should be what we need it to do. All right, Control A, Control I, save it, run it. Yeah, now it prints that all on one line. And so now we can do, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these things. So let's do this. 4 int index equals 1, index less than or equal to 8, index plus plus, and then we'll pop all of this inside of a loop. And then we just need to come down here at the end of the loop and say our time equals our time times 10. Now let's see if this works. And so we've got 10,000, 10,000, and then our last one should be, we've got 1, 2, 3 makes 1,000, 1, 2, 3 makes 1,000,000, 1, 2, 3 makes 1,000,000,000, so 100 billion, 1, 2, 3, 1,000, million, billion, 100 billion. Okay. All right, so write a program that creates a date object and sets its elapsed time to and displays the date using the string. Okay, so January 1st, 1970, there's obviously a little bit of an offset that allowed us to go and deal with times before January 1st, 1970. And so we can kind of see what that is. We can play with this just a little bit. If I had to guess, I'm going to guess I can get away with this, but I mean, I often guess that I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so now I can kind of see, it looks like 1 millis. Okay, so anyway, I mostly did that for my own educational purposes. So this is just one way to do the program. There are lots of other ways to do it. You don't necessarily have to use a loop, but it just makes it makes it interesting to me. We didn't have to leave this line in because all we had to do was use the two string method. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you and show you what it looks like and how it behaves. Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please do let me know. Thank you all for your time and have a wonderful day.